Hi, my name is Jeanne Tirado. I belong to the LPGA Amateurs Golf Association in the Washington, D.C. chapter and the Southern Maryland chapter.
It's Black Golf Entertainment. You're on the tee with Black Golf Entertainment.
Well, I've always been an athlete all throughout high school and college. But of course, the older you get, the less um, sports you can get into, especially women. So I had to change sports. And I was playing softball, you know, recreation softball, but I had to get into something else because I've had my fourth knee surgery and it was just not working out for me. So I asked around, and the only thing that I could come up with was golf. And golf was not a game I wanted to get into because it was not team sports. It was not like basketball, softball, where it's an individual sport where you have to think instead of do. So that's why I got into it because it challenged me. Golf helped me. Well, the impact it made on me was the fact that I was able to make more friends in life. When I moved here to Maryland, I didn't have any friends. So when I joined golf, I had friends that I will probably never have encountered, like doctors and nurses and um, people that I've learned to call on a personal basis for help when I needed it. That that's embarrassing. My favorite golf story actually is the fact that it's a challenging sport and I've learned to play it well. But I have a story. Um, One time we were playing a golf tournament and it was raining, and I was down coming down a hill. I had a golf partner in my cart, but the brakes were had given out and it was raining, so it was not stopping, and I saw this curve coming around and I couldn't turn fast enough because it had momentum. I literally jumped out of the cart so it can because it was about to flip over, and I jumped out. Well, I had a golf partner who did not know I was about to jump out. But what I learned about that, the moral of that story, is that you don't jump ship, you don't bail out, and it mimics life. In my being a manager at work, you don't bail out. You help your workers, your co-workers, your subordinates, and your teammates. So that's the moral of the story. Yes. So I joined LPGA because, again, I needed to get into another sport. But I had a friend of a friend who asked us to join because at that time they were doing a recruitment incentive. So I ended up joining, and I really liked what I saw at first. So I gave it a try. This was in 2004. But in 2009, that same person decided, she was president, so she decided to recruit me as the recruitment director. And it was something that I had no desire to do whatsoever. But I took on the challenge again. And when I did, it was amazing. It was amazing how I can sell the sport. But I wasn't really selling membership, I was selling the passion for golf. And if it was someone who needed a beginner, I had something to sell. If it was someone who was advanced, I had something to sell. And it was passion. And that's how I got into it. Now, because I'm a competitive person, what I've ended up doing at the time, they had all over the United States. We are all over the United States and three other countries. So the top recruiter got a prize from Nike Golf Association. I won that prize 3 years in a row within my 4 years of being a recruitment director, averaging 40 new members in my chapter in all 3 of those years. I think black representation in golf is very, very important. You don't see it often. So that's why from my Washington, D.C. chapter, I ended up being a dual member with the Southern Maryland chapter. The Southern Maryland chapter is predominantly black women, and they're family. It's a small chapter, but it is nonetheless a family-oriented chapter. And that's what I like about it, and that's why I think more black women should get into golf. I've had the opportunity to see black women in higher power, like the judges, the lawyers, the doctors, and CEO of their own companies. So that's why I like golf, and I'm trying to recruit more black women into golf. I think more black women do not play golf because they may not know anything about golf. They may not even have thought about golf as being a sport. And I think that if they see more black women playing or know of more black women playing, because to see them play, they have to be out in the golf world. So they have to be like, there should be more recruitment efforts on black women who are already golfing to spread their wings, to reach out to other women of black or of color. So I'm thinking that if I can have a challenge for all black women who are already playing golf, go out there and recruit one other black woman, I think that it will be like a virus. Now, why I think they don't play golf also is because um, a lot of their boyfriends or husbands are playing golf, and they go out and they may just want to play golf because of them. But no, you got to want to play golf because of yourself. And if they have children, and which is a lot of cases why all women don't play these types of sports, because golf could be a 5-hour round. So that's taking you away from your family. But if you have children, you can put your children into first tee, and then if you go into first tee, your child will be learning how to play golf. You will be there with more women who will probably want to learn how to play golf, and that's another way of having black women into golf. Now, you take that. Once your child learns, once you learn, your husband or boyfriend is already out there learning, you can play as a family. You can go on trips with your golf clubs. You can spend a whole day out on a golf course and golf as a family. This will really bring your family together as well. Well, if that black woman is in this area, you can contact me. Or you can contact the LPGA Amateurs Golf Association, where the Southern Maryland chapter, for one, the Southern Maryland chapter has a lot of players who are in different categories. There are beginners, or some of them don't even know how to golf, but they join because they want to learn how to golf, and they want to have friends in the field. So if you join LPGA Amateurs Golf, it used to be known as EWGA Golf Association, and go to the Southern Maryland chapter, or you can contact Jeanne Tirado, and I will help you get involved in golf. My golf goal every year is to get better. I play competition golf, and of course this year with the virus, you can't. We're not traveling, not at all. So what my goal is this year is to practice and get better for next year.